Good morning, everybody. It's KB5MIQ Big Boy. Thought we'd make a little short video for the week on a question we're seeing asked a lot on social media. Difference in antenna analyzers and if you need one. Well, I'm only going to address the two I've actually had use of. And depending on how deep you want to get into the hobby, uh, they're a good and useful tool. Either one you choose to go with, and it's just going to depend on your budget. Um, I'm using currently the Nano VNA. It's a $50 to $70 item. There's lots of good YouTube videos out there that explain how to set them up a lot better. My audio video skills ain't that good, but if an old boomer can learn how to use one of them, I got a different ham radio cat up here this morning too. Number one fan there, and this is a grandkid's cat. This is Teeny. Uh, I like my Nano VNA. I really do. For the money, for the use of it, I've got it set up strictly for SWR. Now, it'll check an abundance of things, but for my application, that's all I use it for. I was able to check that 3-element Yankee sitting here in the floor of my office before I ever put it up. And it helped me diagnose an issue that we was having with it when we changed from a solid piece of copper wire, bare wire, to a insulated piece for the feed point. And it made a big difference, and I was able to show that right here before I ever put it up in the air. Of course, an antenna analyzer, you should be able to do the same thing with. The one I had some use of years ago was the big MFJ one, and it worked fine. It really did. But I just looked up the price of them. They're averaging about $300 versus the Nano VNA is 50 to 70 bucks. I think I bought mine off Radio Oddity. Had real good luck with it. And the thing that I personally do, and I've read that you can save your settings to where you don't have to calibrate it every time, but I don't use mine a lot, so I just go through, set the frequencies I want to check, and I calibrate it every time I use it. Real simple, easy to use, and seen people ask about the accuracy of it. Every rig now that you buy has got a built-in SWR meter in it. And on my 897D, I've got the LDG auxiliary meter up there. And if you look back at one of my earlier videos when I built come on, cat, you're going to get up there and chew up something. The 160 dipole, I had actually wrote my frequencies and SWR readings down that I got using this meter and the meter on the radio. And after I got the Nano VNA, I just hooked it up here in the shack, checked my coax all the way, and run the antenna. And honestly, the readings were essentially the same. In fact, the Nano VNA makes it easier to get a little more accurate actual frequency reading than using the analog meter or the meter on the radio. But near as I could tell, my results were identical. You get the little accessory kit with it that you need to be able to adapt it to a PL259. Amazon sells some, I ain't got one laying here, but here's my kit right here. Amazon sells some little pigtails that I think makes it a little, this box, I got a really good box it comes in too. It's hard to get everything back out of. But I bought one of these little pigtails like this to use with mine. It's got the SO239 and the connector goes straight on the radio, on the VNA. And like I said, I've really enjoyed using mine. But Nano VNA box, all the accessories come in. And I'm not knocking the MFJ analyzer. The MFJ analyzer has been around a lot longer than the Nano VNA has. So it's kind of a tried and true design, but in keeping this channel on a budget, you're looking at $300 investment versus $50 to $70 investment. Would I recommend one for antenna building? Yes, I would. And just spend either amount of money you want to spend on it. But yes, I would. One of the fun parts of this hobby is being able to build your own antennas. And if you look back at the video we made on the 3-element Yagi, Jeff, Cody, and myself all got one built. And Jeff had the antenna, and every other part we all used was just scrap parts we had around the house, so we actually got no money in the antenna. And the cheapest 3-element Yagi I saw online was in the $70 range, and these work great. So yeah, they're having a Nano VNA or an antenna analyzer, either one would be a good addition to your tool bag for your shack. Now, if I had to make a recommendation, due to me being a boomer and cheap and on a budget, I'd say use the Nano VNA. Gives you a lot of good options there, and if you're into more of the electronics side of it and you understand a lot of the other stuff you want to do with it, it'll give you a lot more information than I believe the MFJ will, which is mainly telling you where your resonant frequency is, if I'm right. It's been a long time since I've used one, but I never would pay the money for one. So that's our take on them for right now. We've all three. Cody got the first one, Jeff got one, and I finally, at the tail end, had to get one of them too. And good, really good investment for the money. It really is. I would highly recommend them to anybody to get one of those things. Well, we've hit 358 on our subscribers. I really appreciate everybody who's subscribed. We enjoy making these videos. I'm going to try to, in fact, I'm not going to end this one out right at the moment. I'll probably do an outro on it later. I'm going to try to get on the air, see if I can make some contacts, get a video on that. But we do enjoy putting these together. And if anybody got any questions, please let me know. Like I said, there's tons of accessories that you can have to build to work. Hey, ham radio cat, there's the real ham radio cat, that you can use in your tool bag. Good soldering iron. Highly recommend a good multimeter. And I would say any kind of antenna analyzer, you got the money to spend. If you're on a budget, I'd go with the Nano VNA. If you got more of an unlimited budget, you can look at either both or the antenna analyzer. And there's other brands of analyzers out there. I'm not even going to mention them because I'm not familiar with them. Like I say, the MFJ one I have used in the past, and I own the Nano VNA, so I would recommend either one of them. Budget-wise, Nano VNA, I think, is the way to go. So anyway, I'm going to pause. Hey, ham radio cat. Aaron, there's the real ham radio cat, #1 fan. We got a new ham coming up sooner or later. He told us last night he wanted to be a ham radio operator. That's Cody's boy. We're glad to see him getting on the air. I wish I could get my grandkids on the air. So if WD5HKV made a good contact on 20 last night on got a rushing station. So I'm going to try to make myself stay up a little later, get in here tonight, see if I can make a few more contacts. When you're running a farm in the summer, you got kind of caught up, so my radio time's been kind of limited here lately. All right, I'm going to pause this one for right now and see if we can get something else to add to it later. But I appreciate everybody who watches. All right, it's KP5MIQ again. I'm going to tag this on the end of that earlier video. We're talking about the Nano VNA versus antenna analyzers and things like that. I think I covered that pretty good, but I made a mistake. I did not buy my Nano VNA from Radio Oddity. I bought it from Gigaparts. That's where I got mine from, and had a good price on it through them. Hey, second ham radio cat, the more annoying ham radio cat. But want to try to, 10 meters seems to be open. We're going to try to make a couple contacts here, see if we can get some of them on video. So I'm going to be kind of starting and stopping this. This guy here, I'm going to try to contact in Bermuda. I haven't ever worked Bermuda. I'm going to leave it on a minute, see if we can get him. You got a pretty good pilot going on him right now. Well, that guy's got a pile up on him. We're going to make a CQ call here and see if we can get anybody. Oh, CQ10, CQ10 meters. Kilo, Bravo 5, Mexico, India, Quebec. Calling CQ10, CQ10 meters. KB5, MIQ, calling CQ10. Kilo, Bravo 5, Mexico, India, Quebec. CQ10 meters. Kilowatt, Bravo 5, Mexico, India, Quebec, calling CQ10 meters. KB5, MIQ, calling CQ10 meters. Kilowatt, Bravo 5, Mexico, India, Quebec. CQ10 meters. KB5 MIQ calling CQ10 meters. KB5 MIQ. Well, we're going to tune around a little bit more. I've also got my 2 meter rig set on 5.2 simplex, 146 5.2 simplex. More ID on there, see if we hear anybody. All right, KB5 MIQ monitoring 5.2. Sometimes you'll hear some people on there. I know W5DLX has made some good contacts monitoring simplex on 2 meters. CQ10 meters. KB5 MIQ calling CQ10 meters. Kilo Bravo 5, Mexico, India, Quebec. All right, we're going to tune back down where some stuff was going on, see if we can get anybody. Sure would like to get this guy. I don't have Bermuda. Well, I've been trying to get that guy for probably 20 minutes anyway. I'll work on him here in a little bit. Enjoy doing these. Like I said, it's hot today. This kind of about an odd video. We just seen a lot of people asking questions about the difference in antenna analyzers and especially the Nano VNA. And see my comments on it earlier. Like I said, I really enjoy using the thing. And if you're going to make antennas, even simple dipoles, sure helps to be able to check them out before you get a lot of time and tied up in worried about your radio and stuff. Appreciate everybody who subscribed to the channel. We hit 359 now. I picked up another one a while ago. We enjoy putting these out. So hope everybody has a great week. Remember, Main Trading Company, Paris, Texas. Good place for buy your ham radio gear at, and they're also available online. If you got any questions, you can email me direct. My email's on my QRZ page. KB5MIQ is my call. Check out your club pages on Facebook. If you live in a big city, there's always ham clubs available. I know I don't live that close to any of them in particular, but Four States Amateur Radio, Texarkana, it's a good club to check in on. Cowtown Amateur Radio, Dallas Amateur Radio, Shreveport Amateur Radio, other good club pages. Ham Radio Flea Market Trading Post on Facebook, Amateur Radio Elmer's, Texas Amateur Radio, a bunch of good Facebook pages to get information on. Again, thanks everybody who subscribes to the channel. KB5 MIQ, big boy. 73 with the newest ham radio cat behind my head.